Destroying Destiny, Book 1, The Westerfish, Chapter 12, Patrick's Family. How are we going to get to the islands? The bridge from shore to the islands has been severed by the Westerfishes, and there's no way we can swim that far, General Benjamin said, rubbing his chin in thought while looking out onto the horizon at his old island home. Why do they have to be the islands of the East? Couldn't it just be the pole of the East or something not so wet? Pancake sighed, then squirmed. After yesterday's rough experience, I'm just dreading another lake. In your case, I would have called it a sticky situation, zipped Steve. All that saliva and such. Yeah, thanks, the candy girl sneered, rubbing her healing candy skin. Are there any means of magic that we could use? Gertrude asked. No. The only magic we have, really, is the Easter Bunny's throne and perhaps our fertilizer for the carrots. Who would have thought bunny's scat and candy person's dung would make the best fertilizer for crops? Benjamin sighed. Rabbit, Patrick verped. May I offer a suggestion? The frog shot out its tongue, catching a nearby lakeslide fish fly. Yes, Patrick, Benjamin answered. My mouth. You could all ride in my mouth while Patricia and I swim over to the islands, the massive frog proposed. A bit of silence fell over the group as they thought over the idea. Was there any other option? None of them could find one, so all of them came to the same conclusion. The frog's mouth was their best option, no matter how uncomfortable. Sorry, Pancake. Looks like another sticky situation, Steve chuckled as the frog put his head to the ground, lowered his jaw, and allowed bunnies and heroes to board his mouth. The frog's green-gray skin glistened in the sun, while his red tongue flattened grass and gathered insects that absent-mindedly flew. Slowly, every warrior made their way into the mouth, only a few getting stuck on the sticky tongue. And after many moments, the last bunny hopped into the gaping amphibious mouth, only fearing and thinking one last time about if the frog was going to eat them all. Once inside, drool dripped from the ceiling, and with each breath the tongue-floored cavern shook and shuddered. The slosh of saliva underfoot dampened everyone's fur, shoes, and spirits, and the occasional croak of the frog threw our hero's ears into painful fits. And to everyone's surprise, torches and lamps flickered fire, the fire's shadows licking the sloppy, sticky surface, and odd little tables and chairs and more adorned the frog's innards. What is all this stuff? Gertrude exclaimed. Ugh, I don't know, but this saliva is going to dissolve all my sugar off, Pancake muttered, hugging herself tight, trying to avoid any of the frog's digestive rain. Look on the bright side. There's no sun in here to hurt your skin, Steve chimed. Taking a deep breath, the candy girl sighed. Rabbit! Take hold of anything, Patrick's voice rumbled, his opening and closing mouth jostling everyone, everything, and every one thing. I'm about to dive into the waters. Wincing with their buzzing, pained ears, our heroes and heroic bunnies frantically grabbed a hold of the nearest sticky bumpy sticky. Yes, it was that sticky. And with a splashing slap, the frog hit the water's surface, and not a bunny, person, or any piece of furniture fell, for the saliva held them on its sticky, bumpy safe holds. And soon after, the waves and currents of the islands of the East Lake made the frog only ebb and rock, making a relaxing, yet stomach-sickening voyage. How did all this stuff get here? Pancake asked, looking at the tables, chairs, and torches all safely embedded in the frog's saliva. Young miss, me and my family did this, said a voice from the wall of the mouth. The skin of the wall jumbled, moved, and opened as a normal man, and his family, a normal family, came from a slit in the wall. The man wore a black ruffled hat, suspenders, knee-length pants, and a curly mustache of splendor. His wife, plain and short, wore a tan dress, a gray apron, and had her hair in a tight bun. Following their parents out of the slit was one little boy and girl that appeared. The boy flaunted a similar outfit as his father, without the mustache, but with a blonde bowl cut. His sister twirled in a floral dress of yellow blossoming beauty and giggled often, often jiggling her dimpled round cheeks. Miss, the man stopped and looked at all the bunnies. Wow, there are a lot of you. The man grinned and turned to his wife. Lucille, did you make enough food for this many? Lucille threw her hands up in dismay. Oh, Charlie! You're right. Oh dear, this is a catastrophe. Miss, that is quite all right, General Benjamin said, twitching his nose nervously. Nothing against your cooking, but bunnies tend to be finicky eaters. Thoughtfully, the woman relaxed. Oh dear, that isn't a problem. We only fix one dish here, and everyone eats it. It is a special dish that only I fix. Oh, and it is the best dish, dear, Charlie, her husband, encouraged. Yeah, Mommy, the best, the children exclaimed. Lucille grinned. Ah, thank you kindly. I'll go ahead and get started fixing more. And without another word, the woman scurried away back into the mouth slit. Now, if I understand correctly, Charlie said with a smile, we are feeding the heroes called by Emperor Clark to destroy destiny? Why, yes, Gertrude said, stepping forward. That would be me, Pancake, in this backpack here. Hey, name's Steve. Sipped Steve. Wow, what a pleasure, truly, the man chimed, going and shaking Gertrude and Pancake's hands. What bravery, and to do it despite the deadline. Incredible. Wait, deadline? Yet another thing Emperor Dad failed to explain? Pancake questioned as the little boy and girl shook her hand excitedly. Oh dear, the man exclaimed, shaking his head. You haven't heard the rumors? Stanley, Marcia, stop shaking her hand. Remember your manners, kids, and go get the plates for the table. Yes, Pa, they said in unison, obediently running into the slit of the mouth. Yes, Charlie continued, shifting his pants. Dark Lord Jane plans to create the ultimate beast. Some call it the Eternal Destroyer. Most call it Ed. They say it will be Destiny's enforcer and the protector of all his decrees. It is a magical beast of the craziest composition. They say that is why Destiny took over the islands of the East, the land of candy, and the Pole of the North, to extract blood from the magical beings and fuse them into one beast. It'll be a monstrosity, born of the Easter Bunny, the Westerfish, the Tooth Fairy, the Tooth Bully, Santa Claus, and Santa Clark. And he plans for the beast to secure his reign of the sky and the world and end the Horizon War. Is there anything we can do to stop it? Steve spoke. Or is it just hopeless whether we get to the keys to the control room or not?